This is the synthesizer I created out of an old MIDI controller and a programmable embedded audio platform. It's probably best described as a groovebox based on my favorite synthesizer, the Korg MS-20. I've always loved patching my MS-20 in a way that makes techno patterns, but when you do that, you kind of have to use all of your modulation and patching abilities. So instead, I took that endpoint and made it the starting point of my device. A huge consideration in the process was the filters. So there are two rows here. This one is the high pass filter and this one's the low pass filter. The big knobs are the cutoff and the little knobs are resonance. I'll just do a couple filter sweeps for you. Let's check out the low pass. Some more resonance. For each filter, there are two modulation amount knobs, so you can modulate it with two different sources at once. One is normal to the LFO, and the other is normal to envelope generator 2. So it's just like an MS-20. And you can use the patch bay to override the normal connections. So let's try modulating the cutoff of the low pass filter with oscillator 2. Or we can use sample and hold to modulate both of them. I found designing my own filter to be super intimidating, partially just because it's digital. Already that, I think, puts me at a disadvantage as far as sound goes. I've never liked digital filters, except for maybe the EMU Z-plane filters, the Morpheus filter. That thing is awesome. But other than that, I'm kind of fighting with the system. I would always compare my designs to the best filter designs in the world. The Moog ladder filter, this Feynman improvement on the Moog ladder filter. I mean, there are already a lot of filters out there. So why does the world need one more? In a lot of ways, it doesn't. But I had a very specific use case for mine. And that was how I came up with a unique idea. Not that it's that unique. This was actually inspired by one of my AJH synth modules that had a wave shaper in the resonance. Generally, with like a Moog ladder filter, when you turn up the resonance, the original signal really drops away and the resonance signal goes through the roof and it gets really, really loud. Since this is more of a groove box, I mean, the really loud resonance is really impressive sounding. It sounds really good, but I couldn't do that because I had mixing concerns. You know, everything has to mix easily, and that was really important to me. When the volume knobs of the oscillators are up, it should be within a usable range of using the drums. So that actually took a while to tune by ear, because when you turn up the resonance, it should smoothly increase the amount of saturation, but it should also not really affect the overall volume. So in general, the way that it works is the filters themselves are perfectly clean. The resonance, when it's at 0, is perfectly clean. But as you dial in the resonance, you get more and more saturation. Really, I was going for almost no change in volume because I think it's easier to use on the fly if you don't have to turn things down at the same time as you're turning, I don't know, resonance up. The synth is still in progress and I'm still working on getting it labeled, but I wanted to make one more video before I took it all apart and put it back together again. But yeah, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you next time.